Meeting Room 13. As always, if you are new to StoryTime, thank you for stopping by and tuning in. If you like Black Mirror or Severance, you've come to the right place. Our stories are chilling thrills and we drop weekly. So make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. If you are returning, welcome back StoryTimer. The support is greatly appreciated. You have no idea. We take the time to drop these purely for the enjoyment of our listeners. So if you're tuning back in, you are who we do it for. And soon we will be doing a special giveaway for just our loyal viewers. So be sure to tune in. Without further ado, grab a snack or your headphones and let's start this story. At precisely 3:27 p.m., Avery's Outlook calendar pings with a new alert. Performance review. Your replacement arrives in 3 minutes. She stares at it, blinks. The meeting wasn't there this morning. Her cursor hovers. The decline button is grayed out. The office is silent in the way only high-efficiency architecture can be. Filtered air, padded floors, the faint static of too many screens on standby. Around her, the cubicles sit like glass coffins, tinted just enough to blur who's inside. Avery stands slowly. She's not sure why she feels the need to be quiet. Maybe it's the wording, your replacement. Maybe it's the quiet tickle at the back of her scalp, the one she sometimes gets just before a migraine. Meeting room 13 is on the sub-level. She didn't know there was a sub-level. She badges the elevator. It opens immediately, no ding. Inside, there are only 2 buttons, L1 and S. The S glows soft white, like it's always waiting. She presses it. The elevator doesn't move. Not up, not down. Just blinks once, like it's thinking. A barely audible whir builds somewhere behind the paneling. Then a faint shift, like a change in pressure, and the doors slide open. The floor is carpeted, but there's a smell like hospital plastic and printer toner. The lights above are motionless, humming a faint E-flat. At the end of the hall is a single frosted door. Meeting 13. The eye is missing. She steps inside. There's someone already sitting at the table. No, not someone, herself. The woman across the table looks up and smiles politely. A mirror smile. Same face, same bobbed hair, even the same freckle near the jawline Avery hates. But the eyes, they're emptier. Not cold, not robotic. Just less occupied. I've reviewed your quarter, the doppelganger says. Her voice is identical but modulated, as if read aloud from a prompt. Some metrics were below expectations. Cognitive divergence in decision tree 4. Elevated empathy during termination phase B. Avery swallows. I don't understand. Across from her, the not quite her presses a button on a remote. The lights dim slightly and a screen lowers behind them. A grainy recording plays. It's Avery or someone in her body, comforting a sobbing colleague in an empty conference room. No one was supposed to see this, the replica says, least of all you. Memory returns like a pinhole flood. The image on the screen flickers, but she knows when it was taken, 2 weeks ago. After Layla's dismissal. After Avery found her trembling in the stairwell, unable to process what she'd just been told, that her access had been revoked mid-lunch break. Her projects reassigned, her calendar scrubbed, but Avery had stayed, talked her down, risked being flagged for non-compliance. You're not meant to remember this, the other Avery says. She is smiling now, but the skin around her eyes doesn't move. Which is why we're testing you, to see how far you deviate. Avery's heart stutters. Do single quotes read ... testing me? No, a beat. You're the test. The screen now shows something else, Avery's own personal file. It loops through notes, unorthodox empathy levels, recurrent deviation from optimized protocol. Higher than permitted dream recall. Dream recall. You've exceeded your sandbox parameters, her twin says gently. We appreciate your initiative, but you've begun to confuse observation with autonomy. I'm not a simulation, Avery says. but the words feel too round in her mouth, like she's repeating a line she said before. Another file loads. Cognitive loop 617. Timestamp 9:47 a.m. restart point. The screen shows Avery waking up at her desk, again and again. Each version starts the same, opens the calendar, sees the meeting invite, then walks into this room. You said my replacement was arriving, Avery whispers. So who is she? The other Avery leans forward, folds her hands. She's the last version who didn't ask. Silence. The door clicks open behind them. Someone enters. A third Avery. She's smiling faintly, eyes glazed, a coffee in one hand. Sorry I'm late, she says, the one across from her stands. Gestures to the new arrival. Congratulations, Avery, she says. You've been promoted. Your testing cycle is complete. Avery blinks. But the screen has already gone black. Final scene. Avery wakes up at her desk. 9:47 a.m. She opens her calendar. One new alert. Performance review. Your replacement arrives in 3 minutes. She doesn't react, just sips her coffee, stands up, and walks calmly toward the elevator,